Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This week's recipe is going to be a sweet one. Have you had crispy sesame ball dessert at Chinese takeout or restaurants? If you have, it tastes delightful. If you haven't, you can now make this delicious treat right in your own kitchen. To get started, pour a 1/4 cup of small red beans into a pot. Add 6 cups of water. Boil beans on medium heat for 30 minutes. Then lower heat to level 3 to simmer for 45 minutes. Let's check if beans are cooked. You can do that by pinching the beans. You want to be careful, it's pretty hot. Drain extra water and leave little water behind. Add 2 tablespoons of white sugar. With a mashed potato crusher, crush beans into paste. Another method is to blend in a blender. However, we do have to boil again for paste to get thick. Alright, that looks good. Set it aside. In a large bowl, add 2 cups of glutinous rice flour, 1 cup of hot water. To make the crust even more yummy, I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of organic raw honey instead of white sugar. Many sesame ball recipes are loaded with sugar. I made this recipe with just the right amount of sweetness. Now, let's make some dough. First, pour some hot water into the flour. Use a pair of chopsticks to mix water and flour. Repeat these 2 steps until dough looks soft and smooth. Next, transfer dough onto a clean surface. I will be using my large bamboo cutting board for this step. You want to divide dough evenly into 2 halves. Divide each half into 4 chunks. You should get 8 in total. If not, you'll get 9 like me. That's because I didn't divide them equally. Place a little flour on your hand to roll each ball to prevent from sticking to the surface. In a large bowl, add a 1/4 cup of raw sesame seeds. This next section is very similar to my sweet rice ball video. If you haven't seen it, here are the steps. Take a piece of dough, place it in your less dominant hand. If you are right-handed, place it on your left, or vice versa. Press down into the dough using your dominant hand's index finger. With the same index finger and your thumb, gently pinch dough to form a wall, while using both of your hands to rotate it clockwise. Do not make the dough too thin. It will break. When you are ready, add 1 teaspoon of bean paste. Close it up, roll dough between 2 hands to make it round. Then, roll it in sesame seeds. You can add flour if dough is too moist. If you didn't catch that, don't worry. Let's do that one more time. Place dough in your last dominant hand. Use your dominant hand's index finger to press down into the dough. With the same index finger in your thumb, pinch dough to form a wall using the same index finger and your thumb. Meanwhile, using both hands to rotate dough clockwise, like this. Stuff dough with 1 teaspoon of bean paste. Close it, roll dough between both hands to make it round. You can add flour if dough is too moist. Roll it in sesame seeds and voila, you're done. For frying, I'm going to add 2 cups of vegetable oil. Start with level 5 heat. I have an electric stove. It gets hot fairly quickly. Carefully toss in the sesame balls. I'll start with 4 for the first batch. It's not sizzling now. It will be in a few minutes. You want to keep in mind that when oil temp gets too high, it will burn everything quickly. Be extremely careful adjusting the heat level. Let it fry for 3 minutes. Gently flip each ball. Then, increase heat to level 7. Once we increase heat level, make sure to flip every 45 seconds so the bottom doesn't get burned. Because I'm using a minimal amount of oil, I need to flip it frequently. Also, make sure to fry the sides so it can be as round as possible. For each batch, it will take little over 10 minutes to cook. Another way to tell is by watching the roundness of sesame balls. Keep frying until sesame ball reaches its full roundness. Once you are at that point, tap the crust. If crust feels tough and they are flowing, then it's ready to be taken out. Now, add the second batch. It sizzles right away. It's because oil is already hot. After 45 seconds, flip it over. So that's how you make sesame ball desserts at home. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and decide to try the recipe. From now on, I will be uploading recipe videos bi-weekly. There are going to be times where I will be uploading other videos in between. If you want to see more like this, like my videos and subscribe to my channel.